I'm trying to get this set up, so if anybody can see it, I'm working on it here. Trying to remember how I can see it on my let's go to that. So, oh, I am live there. Okay, so let's go there and shush, 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 shush.
Inconvenient? Yes. Easy to fix.
Okay, skip ad. Skip. All right, now we're going. Okay, so running on all cylinders. Hopefully, it's not working on there. So I don't know what the scoop is on that. You may need to refresh. Oh, come on, you silly thing. I had to reset some things. Trevor had to come help me. So there we go. Now we got chat. Woohoo! We're running on all cylinders now. I just need one thing to go right. Are you guys all feeling that same way too? Oh my goodness. Just go to that one. I've done that before. We're working on it.
It should work now.
Does it work now? Do you hear me? You can hear me. Okay, they hear me now.
I don't know how you do these things with this. Like, you mess it up in the weirdest possible ways.
Hey, it weirded out on its own last time, completely.
I've never seen these problems with these things.
Have you met me?
You don't have problems.
I know. It's just the technical stuff doesn't like me. All right. Okay. So, woohoo! So, yeah. No. So that video is gonna have that long bit on the front, and I apologize because I don't know how to edit it off. So, always something. And I don't have the other light set up, so. Sorry for the late start. I was trying to find the papers for the project. I just grabbed a project that needed to be completed off of my shelf. And then I was like, ooh, I really want to work on it. And it took me a while to figure out which project it was to start with. And then I cannot find the bag and or box of the stuff that goes with it. So I'm just going to print, or we're just going to chat. I don't know. I just thought it would be great if we could all just get together more than anything. I'm going to move this for the moment until we're working, because otherwise I can't see the chat, and I have to keep turning to look at the chat, so I'd rather just look down. So anyway, but I just thought it would be fun for everybody to just be able to get together in light of the current situation. It's as we all know, things are changing daily, hourly here in Seattle. I am anticipating we are going to go into lockdown, much like I know I was answering where the Bay Area is, and I know parts of the Northeast and Midwest are as well, and I highly suspect I should be hearing that at any time for us. My mom, who is 88 and in assisted living, as y'all know, is they are of nursing facilities, and assisted livings were down to one visitor per day, adults only. And I just got a notice this morning that they are now only medical personnel is allowed inside. So she's doing well, she's safe, and it's all good right now. We're hunkered down. I've got food supply in, so we're good for at least a couple weeks. If we have to make it longer than that, we could get more. I'll have to be more creative. I'm introducing myself to cooking once again, that sort of thing. But we can still do takeout, and that
that kind of thing. But yeah, it's pretty much, it's frightening. We've got, Trevor was working 3 blocks away from the nursing home that a lot of the deaths here in Washington originally were happening, and that was kind of scary to send him off to work up there. But the rink now is closed, so he's home. My husband had been going into work, and he was like the only one in his group that was there who was for Boeing, but they finally sent them home. I think they're just wanting to kind of shutter the buildings down. So he's going to be working from home. So we all got to be unwilling participants in a conference call we had today. I'm like going, okay, he designs airplanes. Why is he talking about turkey feathers? But I guess it's some part that has the pieces go together like turkey feathers. But I'm like going, if they're using turkey feathers on these airplanes, I'm scared. But they're not. So, but hopefully domestic travel continues at least for a bit, because if they don't, with Boeing's issues with everything, with the other airplanes, they're just bleeding money as it is. So cross our fingers. Oh, Marcy. Oh, no, that is not okay. I'm so sorry, sweetie. Hang in there. Yeah, 3 to 8 weeks with my hubby. Yeah, I've got everyone here. Yeah, so I can't get things done on a regular day with all of them here. And it's like this tag team. I have a couch in my studio. I should take it out because one comes in, they leave. I just get focused, and the other one comes in, they leave. I get focused, the next comes in. It's like this tag team all the time. It's like, people, I gotta get this stuff done. So, anyway, regardless, I figured I'd do a few of these. Whether we just sit and talk, we get something done. I'm just gonna work on, like I said, I just grabbed something off the shelf, and we're gonna work on that, I think. I haven't altered one. I thought, I'll just print the paper, but I don't even know if I want to do that. I want to find the papers. I have it in a bag or a box, but, if you ever feel like you have too many UFOs, guess what? I win that contest. I think I probably have at least 150. Look at how many patterns I have, and I usually do at least 2 types for every pattern. That's how many. So if you look at that, that's how many unfinished projects I have. So I got out for anthology. I don't know which one it is. We'll have to figure out which one it is, because somebody was asking about that on Paper Doodles this morning. So I have that one out, and I found the box with the papers for it. So we may work on that, or we may work on. I got out. What was it? I wrote it down too. It's Wayfarer 2, and that's what I was going to work on. But then I spent half an hour trying to find the papers, and I can't find the bag with the papers. So, I don't know. I thought I've been so worried about you. Thank goodness you're okay. I want you to please stay safe. Please, please, please. So, yeah, Maggie, I might sound a little like I'm underwater, and I apologize for that. The system is not recognizing my external microphone, so I'm having to use the one that's on the computer, and I apologize for that. So, I'm so glad Lois popped in. I've been really, really worried about her. She got pneumonia, and that was before all of this hit. So, everybody say a prayer of protection for her. Excuse me. No, that's just my allergies. I'm used to people looking at you like, if you make a slight cough, but it's spring here in Seattle. It's a beautiful day. We've had lots of rain. We had snow the other day. And so my allergies are like hitting the roof, and it's like, oh, great. So you have to kind of not let yourself cough when you're out, because people will look at you with the death look. So, oh my goodness, Marcy. I mean, it's horrible to say, but I am thankful with my mother-in-law that if she was passing, that she did so before this all hit, because I am terrified for my mom right now, but I'd be way worse off with my mother-in-law, because my mom has still got, all her mental faculties, and also I can talk to her on the phone. I can check in on her every day. But with my mother-in-law being non-communicative for the last year and a half, it would have been really difficult. And she was 45 minutes to an hour away. Probably 45 minutes because there's like no traffic. Coronavirus figured out how to fix traffic in the Seattle area is the big joke going around right now. So, I'm sorry the sound is awful. I wish there was something I could do to help, but it's just not working right now. So this is the only way we could get to work right now. So bear with us as I will be switching cameras. I'm not sure if that will help. But I apologize for bad sound, but the system will not recognize my Yeti mic right now, so I don't know if we could add that in. Trouble may shoot me because I'm probably going to mess things up. He knows I'm good at doing that. See, he's not letting us put a new audio thing in there. Okay, let's try something else. I know a little bit. He thinks I'm totally dumb about this stuff, but I've poked around enough. So, no. So that's built in. Let me see. Come on, take that one. That's the one and I hate this mouse pad on here too. Take that one. I don't know if that helped or not. Did that help at all? Now there's an echo. Lovely. Does that help, or did I lose sound with that? Okay. So echo? Okay, and then the delay, I think you guys are saying sound, no. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at this until I hear that it's good now. Okay, can just Joy say, because some of you are saying echo and some of you are saying no echo, and it's confusing, so I'm leaving it on this, and please let Joy just tell me. Okay, so hopefully I'm okay, so give me Joy, just say sound is okay if the sound is okay. I'll wait. Okay, all right, so we're going to leave it at this. Now, be aware also, with all of this, is most of Seattle is at home. They're trying to work from home. Many kids try to do school from home, which means the draw on the internet is far in excess of its normal. So I don't know if that is impacting. My internet has had some hiccups here and there, and so just be aware. Last time I did a show was a week or so ago, and it is unfortunately what I had some issues, and it just stopped all on its own. So I need to work on it outside of doing a live podcast. But ever since I rearranged the studio, I seem to be having a little bit more challenges and such. And so something got messed up in the last time. So hence Trevor had to come to the rescue. But we'll try to get it set up when we're not trying to broadcast. So the sound is bad. I apologize. I can't really figure out how to fix that short of just stopping and fixing it and doing it another time. So I apologize. Excuse me. I really just wanted to get together so people had an opportunity to kind of gather and not be so, we don't have that big of a group, so it's not going to be too bad. Okay, nobody's talking now. Okay. Anyway, so I hope where all of you are is that you're at least safe. I personally do not at this point know of anybody who has contracted the virus, though we have the highest numbers, I think, still in the country. But I am knocking on wood, thankful that nobody that I personally know is infected. So I would love for that to be the case for all of you, no matter where you are in the world. So I hope that you are finding supplies that you need, that sort of thing, because it's a little crazy out there. So anybody who is a nurse, a doctor, works in the medical field, any of those people, also first responders, the fire department, paramedics, police, all of that. Oh my goodness. If you know anyone, please thank them. But on top of that, the people who work in the grocery stores are going through complete and total hell. The people who restock the shelves are also going through difficulties. The truck drivers and delivery people. You know, let's all just, we're all in this together, so let's cut all of those people some slack as well, because it's a challenge. I also have elderly neighbors. I've checked on them. Their son is making sure that they've got what they need. But if you know somebody who's elderly or has challenges, you know, check in on them. They may be even just terrified to go out, that sort of thing, and do what you can to help. So, Deborah, if I thought I could get it to you fast enough, I would send you a few rolls. But I don't know that it would actually get there anytime real soon, since you're all the way in Australia. But I would be more than happy to. Yeah, Sue has a friend who sent her something about the friend works at the Starbucks in the grocery store that's right near Costco. And she came into Starbucks and just sat down and just bawled her eyes out because she says people are being so horrible to her. They had to break up a fight and call the cops over paper towels. It's like, people, you know, guess what? We survived many years before things like paper towels and many centuries before the advent of toilet paper. So, you know, we can figure it out. I know I might be saying it differently, but if I were out of the toilet paper, but, you know, I've looked into what other options there are. My favorite one on Facebook so far is those lone random socks that you have around your house that where the pair went, I don't know. So, you know, there's a thought. So, but it is, it's a bit crazy. So, and my hopes for all of you is to stay safe. My prayers is for anybody who is ill, and just, you know, we're all kind of in this together, and at these kind of times is when we can come together rather than tear each other apart. It's frightening, it's scary. It was 1857 is when toilet paper was invented, so, you know, there's many generations that managed to survive without it. So, but it's a crazy time right now. This is unprecedented. We don't know what, we don't even know what we don't know at this point. So everybody needs to just take a deep breath, and it's all gonna, it's all, I have every faith it's all going to work out. We're all going to look back on this time, and learn from it. That's all we can do. But basically, it gives us time to craft. So, as I've seen also on Facebook, this is what we've been training for, is to have this much time in our craft rooms as we are home. So, and I just hope many of you do. I do know for many who are shut in on a regular basis, doing the live shows and stuff is a help. I know personally, I come away from the live shows in a better mood than when I left, because of all of you are amazing. And sorry, just reading. So anyway, I found it rather ironic that, when I was going through for my mother-in-law's service, we were going through pictures to put picture boards together and stuff, and that's when I came across this World War II ration book from 1938, and actually 1945, sorry. And it was interesting, and the kids were fascinated by it, and there's these big tiny little ration things. And I just thought, wow, I don't know how we'd ever survive something like that today. And now I'm like going, yikes. And that was just a few weeks ago. So hopefully we won't reach this point. But, we've survived as a nation and a world. We survived world wars and Great Depressions and all sorts of things. And you know what? 9/11, we'll get through this. So, and I'm just hopeful, like 9/11, which brought the country kind of back together, and we weren't them versus us so much, but we were a whole unit. And I hope for the same with this, is it becomes less of them versus us, whether it's within the United States or it's the United States and our neighboring countries, that sort of thing. So I just implore everybody to not just think of yourselves. Yes, you must take care of your families, but think of others. And smiles are contagious too, and I'd much rather spread smiles than ugliness. So anyway, I'm off my soapbox. So sorry, stream the chat a little bit. With my room arranged, if you guys didn't join me last time, I have my working table, and then I have my computer table, and it's kind of in an egg, but there's a space so I can walk in between them. So I now have my iPad sitting here, which I use to do my chat. And so rather than off of my Mac computer, which is what I used to do, my laptop, which is I have to use a Windows computer for my broadcaster, so I'm on my laptop, Windows laptop, which I hate, is what I broadcast off of. So that's what the camera is on that. So anyway, rather than just looking at me talking and blathering on about, my story, everybody has a story of how this is impacting them. But I want to get away from that a little bit, and let's just, work on a project. So let me switch cameras, and hopefully when I do that, I don't lose that cam, but bear with me when I do that. So let me switch cameras, and we'll see what happens. Okay, now I'm checking the sound again because obviously with that button clicked I didn't have sound. Do we have sound now? Peachy. Okay, now we have no sound again. Oh, come on, you silly thing. Oh, you do have sound now? Do you have sound? Okay. Okay, we can hear, because I'm like going, oh nuts, I don't know what to do, and I want to call Trevor back up again. So, okay, good. All right. We'll get this figured out, people. Sorry. The delay does make it hard, and it's a really long delay. I will tell you that. Alrighty. So, the project that I was planning to try to work on was this one, which is Wayfarer 2. And this used Bohemian Feathers is the paper that I used in this one. If you recall, we had these cute little... Oh, but I'm not going to be able to do this without the purple. So we may have to save this one and work on it again another time. Because, like I said, I can't find the book. Or the box, I mean. Or the box or bag that I have the papers in for this one. So... But we were doing different closures on each of them. If those of you can recall them. But I don't know. So we still have these pages, but since I don't know where the paper is, and I think printing would take too long, so I think we'll work on another project, and we'll save this one for another time. Because, like I said, I want to do a couple of these this week, and it's just mainly just to give us an opportunity to take a break from life in general, so we can just scrap and chat and talk and let go of whatever it is you need to let go of. If you need to chat about something specific, we can. So, but since I don't know where that paper is, and I looked for half an hour before we get started, let me grab it something different. Okay, this one's from a ways back, but I have the box that the stuff is in. So, this was a kit from a while back. I know it's photo anthology, but I don't know which of the photo anthology ones it is. So that's a tag. So if anybody recognizes which one it is, please tell me, because I didn't have a chance to look at it because I was going to do the other one. So it is using papers, blue, oh, what are they? Oh, God, it just went out of my brain. Blue, I want to say blue feathers, and it's not. Oh, what is it? Joe's going to remind me who it is. I think it's, yeah, I think it is number 2. Thanks, Lois. Yeah, Lois, I am so glad you are doing okay. So we've got, I have these cute little, and this is a pocket. That's a pocket. See, and then this is something that this stuff can slide behind that. It's so funny to look at some of these projects. So this is pocket 2. Some of these projects, and it's like, I remember doing them, but it's like I don't remember entirely. I decided when I was looking at projects to find one just to work on. I have way too many unfinished projects, like way too many. And it cracks me up. I'm not going, well, dang. This is like, when did I do this? Kind of stuff. That's a pocket. Oh, see, there's a little folder in that pocket. Okay. Blue fern. That's who. Yeah. It's got blue fern papers. It's so funny. I sit there and I look at things like so many of like the junk journals and stuff like that, and I sit there and I think to myself, and I'm like going, "Wow, I could do that sort of thing." And then I realize, I look at this stuff and I go, "Oh, well, you know what? This essentially is the same thing. This is really just the same as a junk journal, just without not the junk." So, okay, well, that didn't quite work out. Tying that. Let's see, I have another couple pages to do in here, so not much, and then this one would be done. This has a T-square binding that I split it so it had like these 3 sections that attach this page to, and these 2 sections that attach this page. And I know there's a video tutorial showing you how to do that. So then you got these bands. So here you can see it where the fins of the T-square binding it's just spliced. So these 3 sections and these 2 sections, so that it would allow me to attach 2 different things. So now let me look in the box, see what we've got in here. Yeah, see, this was done with timeless papers. It has to get all in there. Oh, and it has timeless and seven gypsies du jour papers. So it's got the 8x8 du jour. Is it time revisited? Okay, so this isn't one of the, I thought this was photo anthology. So this is time revisited. This is time revisited. Thank you, Alexa. I'm glad you're on top of it. Good. I need to put little notes in here. I know that A, B, and C, what those are. So, flowers. I missed the petaloo. And the petaloo got bought out, and then they promptly got kind of dismantled. They're no longer available when I left there. But, oh yeah, see, here's one of the binding units. To see where it's split. And so they sandwiched in. So the page itself got sandwiched between the big pieces. and the little pieces, the extra little ones, got attached to the little wing parts. Okay, so why do I have two of those? It's like archaeological dig, and then you're trying to remember, okay, what was I doing? So I have tags, and this is at least 2015, 16, something like that. Oh, mine just covered by the lid. Oh, sorry. I thought I was on the other. Okay, I apologize. Covering that up, that was bad. So, I know I had kits for these at one point, too. Yeah, Time Revisited. That you're right. This is Time Revisited. I know I still have some of these papers for this one. I know I don't have the 7 Gypsies, and I know those aren't available. But I do have some of these papers, so I gotta clean off my side table to put this on. Okay. Alright, so we'll set that over there so I can use that. So do I have? Oh, see, that's why I have extra things. So I have room. I'm going to be putting 2 more of those strips in. I was like going, wow, I got a lot done in this one, but no, I'm only on the 3rd page. See, this is a page unit, so it's got a flap on the front and a flap on the back that uses the little tabs, and then you've got the page unit that goes in the middle. And I do know with Time Revisited, it's video tutorials for the page construction. So, yeah, it's Time Revisited 2. Yeah, the first one was for the troll house. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is, I can grab the Time Revisited 1. I know exactly where it is. I know, too. I know you did. Well, I think I know where the paper is for this one, too. Okay, so this is Time Revisited 2. Time Revisited 1 is smaller. See, I'm so glad. 2015 was Time Revisited 2. Wow. New Year's project, so it was barely 2015. So this is Time Revisited 1, and it is the one that goes into the troll house, so, or the troll bridge, that's what it was. So yeah, this is a ways ago. Yeah, so that's tied. This flip, is that a pocket? No, it's not a pocket, but that's a flap. This flapped, and this has a pocket. You know, the typical, I don't have it completely 100% done. But, oh, that went through there. Okay. Wow, so this one is 5 years ago. Time flies when you're... So this had all sorts of different closures. We did all sorts of closures for it, like this twist out of the way. Oh, and this was kind of like a gate. So then that becomes a pocket back behind there too. So this tag fits underneath there. Oh, this opens up too. I'd have to untie it. So yeah, Time Revisited 1. And this unfolds open, so in those form pockets. Okay, so, well, and I know where the papers are for this one, too. I found them. So, if you guys want, we can do time visited 1. Yeah, we had a ferry, the troll bridge, and then we had a ferry one as well, yes. And those are on the top of the shelf, and they would be hard to get down. So, but we can do, so we can either do time revisited 1, or we can work on time revisited 2. Either one, I'm golden with. So, 1 or 2. Candy's like, the last album I finished without pictures. Well, obviously I didn't finish mine. Okay, I've got 2 votes for 2, 3 votes for, oh, that's Joy. Joy put up 3 2s. That doesn't count, Joy. You're not allowed to multi-vote. Two. Everybody's pretty much saying 2. Okay, well, we'll set 1 aside. And we'll work on 2. Alright, so whatever we have up here. And this is, a lot of this is pieced together. Some of it's a paper's pieced together. There's a pocket. Does this all fit? No, it's glued in. Okay, so this has this tag in there. Okay. That's cozy. Probably a little tighter than I'd like it to be, since I just ripped the bag. Yeah, I'll have to fix that. So then this is a tag as well. Oh, and then I created here in this library thing. So then I put little at the end so that I didn't rip that. So that turned that into a tag. This just wraps around. So this was like a belly band, and then this is the bag that goes under. But you can watch the video of how I did all of that. So this is just like pieces, little tuck spots that are collaged on. This is not collage paper. This paper was already collaged. So then these little strips and bits and stuff here. And then it also has a pocket here. So this has got this file pocket. Got glue on it. Oh, those are fun. Okay. So it's got a pocket here. I don't remember what all I did on this. That's the part here. I don't know what this part is down here. Huh, okay, well, the pockets, this is about the height of the pocket. This is like an archaeological dig. Going back in time. Looking at all this stuff. So this is one of those Tim Holtz elastic things, and this is a pin. So it makes a great hook, and the pointy part of the pin, we took a plier and wrapped that around. But yeah, so this is a pocket. This is a pocket down here. And that's a pocket. I'm just trying to remember. Is that a pocket back behind there? It must be the pocket on the inside. It's like, I'd have to watch the video and remember how this all goes together. So, again, a glassine that has a pocket and a pocket. Those are, so that's the pocket there. Okay. Quite bad when you do, you know you designed it, but it's like, wow, how did I do that? So then that's just one of the flaps, and then this one has, I think each page was different if I recall, so then this flips and this flips, and then it has the pocket here, and this is a flap, and then it's a pocket back behind there as well. Sometimes I impress myself. Cool. Alright, so then that flips over and ties. And then that's the flap, and let's see, is that anything? Nope, that's not. And so this is just a surface that's been done. It's not a pocket. This is a pocket right here, and another little pocket, whoops, down here at the bottom. And then this whole thing flaps up. Get that out of the way, it flaps up. And then this is a pocket, and there's the pocket there. So, see, now I'm looking at this stuff, and it's like, oh, it's really cool, but I would do this with, I'm into washi tape right now, so I would do that with washi tape, but. Alright, and this is done with little chipboard, or not chipboard, cardstock, little attachments, and oh, what kind of pins are those called? Her brain's dead. So, alright, so that's that one. So this is a flap that goes underneath there, so hold it all closed. See, I'm into doing all sorts of, I like doing cool closures and not just, I'm not into the magnets thing. I love the magnets, I have small animals, so, and I couldn't find one of my washi tapes, and they had taken it off of my desk. So, alright, the lighting is really sucking on this right now. Let me grab this other ring light and plug it in and see if I can get some better light going. This is real professional quality action we got going on here right now, people. Oh, go in there. See if that helped the lighting. Alright, did that help? Yeah, that helped the lighting a lot. Alright, so I won't be able to see, but that's okay. Garment pins, that's it. Alright, so there's that. Oh, I remember now. Yeah, see, so there's a pocket here, and we cut this little window because then this part flapped up to form the bottom of this pocket, and this strap came down and went underneath there, so there's a pocket. So that's just holding that, and so, yeah, there's a pocket, and like I said, this half-inch thing flips up and attaches down to form the bottom of this pocket, and then there's this pocket here. I remember this now. And so then that forms that pocket right there. And then there's another pocket the same way on the other side. And the bottom of it is created, so this is all one piece. It's got holes in it for the straps to go through, and these straps come down and fold under to form the bottom of this pocket. And then these are just kind of to look like the ends of the straps. So, and then this has this pocket, and then there's a pocket here, and then this flap goes over, and that's what the closures were. Okay, so I remember now that's how with the pages. So we can work on this page, and I'll have to assemble the other pages together, because there's 2 more pages that fit on the back here, which is what these. For those of you who are not familiar with my T-square binding, so that's the T part of it. So it's got the base, and these fold around and attach here. And then you've got pieces. Now these can get attached together to work like Stack the Deck as a fin that you can attach pages to. Or like I'm using it on this, it can go and be sandwiching. So the main page is sandwiched between these wider sections. these narrower sections, just the narrower sections attached to this flap. See, there's not one on the other side, so it just attaches to the outside of the flap. And this, so these are to attach the flaps, and this attaches that page assembly. And see, there's room here for these other two to get attached on to the book. So that, you know, we've got 2 pages done, working on the 3rd one, and there'll be 2 more pages that go into the album. So, woohoo! And all the junk to make this is all in this not terribly tiny box. There is a tutorial for this one. This is called Time Revisited 2. There is a video tutorial. It's not a written tutorial. It is a video tutorial. And in the video tutorial, I go through all the dimensions, assembly, and all. You get, with my video tutorials, and I'm pretty sure if somebody could check and make sure it's a video tutorial and not a written tutorial, that would be really awesome. This is Time du Jour. It's Time Revisited 2. I'm pretty sure it was a video tutorial because I typically do video tutorials for my album pages because it's just easier. But anytime I have a video tutorial, there is a supply list and cutting guide that gives you all the dimensions for cutting all the pieces, and then the video tutorial shows you how to put it together. It is a written pattern. Okay, so this one has a written pattern, and then there is probably videos as well. So again, this is 5 years old now. So you're stretching my brain at this point. But this is Time du Jour because it was timeless, and timeless is the paper from Blue Fern, and then it had 7 gypsies order du jour. So that's why it's called Time du Jour. Was this okay, so there is a written page-based tutorial. So, and then the how we assemble, yeah, because typically if I have a written tutorial, I just take it through the assembly of the pages, and I don't give you how I do every little note in detail of the pages, because we usually do that on the videos. And as you know, some people don't like it, but it's the way I've always done I do not finish them 100%, because my thought on all of this is I'm teaching you all sorts of nifty tips and tricks and ideas and stuff, and then you can apply them from other projects to any project of what I'm teaching you. I know there's other designers out there that lead you by the hand from, soup to nuts. But I tend to be a mama bird and push you out before you get to the end to force you to do, make your own decisions of how you want your album to be. I give you all the tools so that you can create it, but I don't necessarily give you every single page. Now, you could do page 3 just like you did page 1 if you choose. With different papers, nobody's going to really notice the difference. So if you feel that, oh my gosh, I can't do that, I'm going to need, help. And it looks like I have 2 different pages. And I do that a lot. I do, like, 1, 3, and 5 are the same. And it looks like 2 is different. So 1, 3, and 5 are the same, and probably 2 and 4 are the same. I many times have 2 different pages that I alternate like that. That's very common. And I literally grabbed this like when I was supposed to be recording, so I didn't really go through it terribly closely. I didn't even remember exactly which one it was, so I appreciate people looking it up. But there are videos for this project too of how we did these 2 pages, because we did these 2 on the live shows. So there are the videos for those. And if you need help, that's fine. I mean, that's why I'm kind of going back and redoing some of these because we're just really. I just wanted to take a break from the TV and the phone and all of the stuff. So I thought we'll just do live shows and they're gonna just get what they get. Yeah. Okay, it is two different page styles. Okay, but yeah, this is Time Revisited 2. So yeah. So what I did, this is the first page, similar to the first page, so that's what this one is. So on this flap, all I did is I made a little tuck spot and I covered it with pattern paper, made a little tuck spot that's got a tag into it. But on the inside, and then I just matted the back, so that's that. And this is the paper, what the paper looks like, so it's not, I didn't piece it together. So then we've got this into the pocket. This is matted with a little piece here. It's got the little it's got a little picture hanger thing as part of the closer. So you can see that's the same. There's that same pocket. And then it's got the pocket up above. And so then on the back side of that one, it should be the same. So here's the flap, and I did this flap and just added a pocket to it. And then this guy right here is just matted, the same as this one is, and it's got a pocket. And then this is belly band, so you could put something in. You could even put a little journal inside of that. Since my current thing I'm into is my photo journals, which I'm working on getting those available for you guys as well. Don't let me forget, before we're done, I can show you the one I'm doing in Calgary. I have to finish the cover up tonight, but other than that, it's done. And Calgary, as it stands right now, is happening in June. But I've already also talked to her about, I am available other weekends as well in the summer if we're forced to, because of the situation, to move it. But at this point, we are keeping it in the middle of June. So yes, Teresa, it is on my website. Joy will probably go and find a link for it. If she doesn't, give me a shout and I will. But the videos are under archives, under under Time Revisited 2. So, Lois, I'm so glad you came. Thank you. It was awesome to see you. I've been very concerned about you. So anyway, so we'll work on this one. Okay, does that sound good? All right, so we want something, and then I've used that punch. I know, somebody said they miss using punches. I do too. I don't know why punches became, well, punches kind of went out of favor when the, dies became the big thing. So then the next trick is deciding. I have this double inked. I've been double inking all this week with Abandoned Coral and Rusty Hinge. So I recognize double inking, and it's probably Vintage Photo and something that's kind of greenish, which I'm assuming would probably, I don't know, we'll have to play to figure out what color ink that is on there. Huh. I know it's got Vintage Photo on there, but I don't know if it might be frayed burlap. Probably is. It's not green enough to be anything else. Oh, thank you, George. I put the link for Time Revisited 2 up. The die cut machine, getting it out to do it is just not as personally fun for me. And the recordings are in alphabetical order under T for Time Revisited. So. it's weird when I'm working on with papers other than my own, because I've been doing my own papers now for so long. It feels really weird when I do something different. So decisions. Well, I could put that there, and that could be, and then I could do it a pocket. Because I have to stay kind of in keeping with what I've already done, and not go off too crazy tangent up to what I'm doing. Yeah, see, and then this one has black flaps on it, and this page has the cream flaps on it. All right, let's oh, here I found the paper we're gonna use. We'll use the birds for joy, because yeah, well. Sorry. My allergies. I'm not dying. I just have allergies. Oh, these are cute too. That's got these cut apart. More birds, Joy. Oh, here are some of the more of the cut aparts already cut out. Let's look at some of these. I miss some of Seven Gypsies papers. See, it has this really cool. It had these really cool papers in it that were kind of pieced. So these are little label things, little stamps. See, this is the library drawers, and we took some of these, and that's what we made the pocket out of. So some of you probably have this kit, have this album, probably finished the album. So feel free, if you have this album and you finished it, feel free to share that on Paper Doodle so that we can see what you did. See, and that's one of the things I'm trying to do these days is slow the pace down a little bit. We got into such a craziness that it was like I was having to just churn these new projects out, and it was just crazy back in those days. And I'm trying not to go at such a pace these days. Not any longer, anyway. It's just, ugh. All right, so if I do 4 3/4, and I want the birds. Now, if you have any questions, I see people are trying to ask questions. If you have any questions regarding any kind of orders or anything, Joy does not have any access to that information, so you will need to contact me in regards to that. If you have other things that you need to ask Joy, that's fine. But anything in regards to a past order, current order, access to past orders and stuff, please feel free to contact me. I know there's getting a lot of people who have come back out of the woodwork recently. So, and 3 years ago now, well, 2.5 years ago, I did have a website crash. And if you have not logged in since prior to 2017, you may not be able to access, but you can set up a new account if you need to order. If you don't need to order anything, you just need access to some past projects. Just get in contact with me, and I would be more than happy to help you out with that. But again, Joy is not able to do that. You need to contact me. Oh, Alexa, I just haven't been doing kits until I get everything caught up that I need to get caught up. I haven't been doing any new kits. So I hope to someday get back to it, but I pretty much have been sticking with digital stuff of late, just because I still have stuff that needs to get shipped out, and I'm doing the best that I can. Life has just not been kind to me in terms of being able to get at things as much as I need to. The last 3 or 4 years, it's been one thing after another. So I'm still trying. Nobody, please, nobody will be forgotten. Nothing, no kits will be forgotten. Any of that kind of thing. If I still owe you kits, I've been working on trying to get the projects complete first, and then slowly trickling out the kits. But I still have a couple more things that need to be completed in terms of patterns and that sort of thing. So, there is 1D in Denison, and there's also 1N Joy. 1D, 1N. I purposely don't impose that upon her. So I'm making this to where it's the size of a map, but I'm going to leave the sides open so that I can make that a pocket. Because, you can never have too many pockets. You can never be too rich or have too many pockets. So. But I'm just, it's just crazy, and then a little more crazy, and then just when I think it's not going to be crazy any longer, it gets crazier. So, but there's a whole heck of a lot of people out there that are have more challenges than I do. So. I think I'm going to do that. So 2 sections. 2 sections. Okay, so I'm going to flip this off to the side for a second so that I can get these flattened out. Where's the other one? There it is. So we're going to... Okay, the setup that I have works really great because all the table space that I normally get to use is taken up by computer and window and light and all that stuff. So I have this tiny little table beside me. So it's a little bit... So if you don't want to bust out your iron, so I'm just wetting this down so then I can dry it and flatten it out, straighten things out. Because iron is a 4-letter word, so. Yeah, I do still plan to do a new fairy series. It's all planned. It's just I've been having to do some crafters workshop stuff and samples for Calgary, and trying to get some other stuff done for all you guys, and then Richard's surgery, mother-in-law passes, coronavirus hits. You know, can we have a few more things? So, I wet it down until I got them flat, and now I can dry them. And they'll be nice and flat. You haven't seen, well, Salem is kind of skittish these days. So, I'll see if I can find him. Oh, he's in here. Oh, he and Tigger are having a smackdown match right now. They're playing. I'll see if I can grab him for you, Joey, before we're done. So they're locked in here with me right now, so I'll be able to grab him. Hey, let's not do that to my couch. They think it's a scratching post. Give it a little bit of that. It still needs a little bit more drying. It's still damp. Okay, you boys, be nice to each other. They're pretty funny. They're kind of like brothers, and they act that way. Salem's about half the size of Tigger. Goes after Tigger. Tigger just kind of puts a paw out and holds him down. It's rather humorous. But Salem thinks he's all Mr. Tough Guy. He's grown a little bit bigger. He's still a tiny cat, so. Alright, so I gotta let this dry a little bit more. It's not quite there yet. It's exciting watching lace dry, I know. Come here, Sam. He just looked at me like, you're kidding, right? You realize I'm not a dog. I don't come when I'm called. I may beg like a dog, but I'm not a dog. Alright. Yes, I am planning, but I'm trying not to do too much new before I get more of the old done, because otherwise I get all sorts of flack, and I'm sorry. Right now I don't need it. So, come here, Sam. Give me a sec. Come here, buddy. Yeah, Tigger wants out. Come here. Wait, John wants to see you. Don't run. See you went out? Go. Come here. He's hard to catch. Come here. You goofball. Come here. 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 You're interrupting my stuff. Come here. Okay, Joe, you're going to have to wait. He's not being cooperative. He's like, ha ha ha. You can't catch me. So sorry, Joy, you'll have to wait. Alright, so let's glue this down into the U shape. So I don't know when we get together later this week if we'll keep working on this project or we'll work on a different project. Because like I said, I'm just working on stuff. And it was just, I mainly just wanted everybody to be able to get together since we're kind of all a bit housebound these days. And it's nice just to have somebody to chat with. Alrighty, so let's get these little guys. I'm going to attach them on. Which is the right side, which is the wrong side. Right side or wrong side? Oh, you pick one. Let's make this the top. Okay. So I'm going to stick that bottom part down first, and then I'll come back and hit the little lace nubbins. And I'm not going to go all the way out to the end because if you want to, well, except nobody's going to put a picture over those birds. And this is a pocket anyway. I'm just going to glue them down. Sometimes you just have to decide, oh wait, if it were more plain paper, maybe somebody put a photo there, and I don't want to cover over things, or I don't want to glue things down if someone's going to slip under it, but I'm not going to be putting a photo on top of the birds. Stick those down. Oh, hi Genevieve. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I just wanted to do some positive stuff to kind of give everybody a little bit of a escape. Alright, there's some color on this. Let's see, what else do I have in here? Do I have, oh, let's go make a little flower on them. What, one of these little ones? Where's another little one? Of course, can I find a little? If I wanted a big one, I could only find little ones. Now that I want a little one, I can only find the big ones. Isn't that just the way it always is? Obviously, I used all the little ones already. Okay, fine. Of course, the double ones don't have centers, and that one's got a brown one and a white one. There's two brown ones. There's the two brown ones. Okay. This sweater felt really good because we're clear, which means it's cold outside right now. And so I had the sweater on from earlier, and now I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off since I was getting ready for the show, and now I'm like sweating like a pig. So I know I share too much information. And it's paper. I thought that's pretty much what everybody was doing, was putting tablecloths down, because it's like pretty much everybody and their brother on YouTube has, you know, like this distressed looking wood tables. So I'm not going, I'm not buying any tables, but I just put paper over the top. So I'm getting these out, and then I'm probably not going to like them. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so that's outside of the flap. I probably need to let that sit for a minute while I figure out what I'm going to do. And so then this is a pocket, so we'll make a tag that can fit inside of there. And I think we'll make it a black tag so it ties in with the black there. I'll probably dig around and see if there's more. So, okay, so that can go down. So, okay, at the 5.5. I'm going to cut it about an inch shorter. So this is going to be 5.5 by 7.5. And I think it'll fit in there. We're going to make that 5.25 or 7.25. So 5.5 by 7.25 because I don't want it quite so tight. Hi, Deborah. Thanks for joining us. Stay safe. Yeah, that goes in there much easier. Perfect. So then that has the tag in there like so. And then we'll do something on the top edge. We're going to do that, which is something we've done like here. Kind of like the idea of this. So it looks kind of that would be what we're showing. Kind of like how that looks. I could keep that in there because you can still have the photo next to it. So, or I can chop those up. I like it better this side hanging out. So that looks like that. Nah, I think I liked it better with just that. Okay, so if it's got like an inch sticking out, so I'll cut it like about an inch wide. I will put a timestamp of where you can fast forward to on the recording as to where the project starts. So if somebody's wanting to go find this part, they can just fast forward through all of the issues with sound, the challenges of all of that. So you'll be able to just fast forward to that to get back to see what we're working on this project. For those of you just joining us, this is Time Revisited 2. And this was using the Time du Jour kit, which unfortunately I do not have any longer. So I want like a little tab that goes on it, so let me see what I can come up with for that. See if I found little scrappadoodles in here, see what I find. No, don't fall off. Okay, here, I found some of the metallic, so I can use that. So I can make it metallic. I don't know if I find the metallic tab right next to that one. What other kinds of tabs have I done? Oh, I like that one. Let's do that one. And we'll have to figure out what the green is. But I can sleuth it out. I'll figure it out. Okay, so let's make this about, let's make it 2 inches wide. 1.5 inches. Yeah, that's, so 2 inches by 1.5 inches. Fold it in half. You can score it and fold it. I'm just folding it. Alright, so then I'm going to use my how did I do this? Okay, so I use my stub corner on these bottom corners. Alright, so I'm going to move my iPad for a second. Oops. And let's go. This is very greenish. I'm hoping this will work. And this is brush corduroy. Obviously I didn't use oxide ink in those times, but I don't know where my oxide, non-oxide ink of brush corduroy is. So we'll go with this and see. It's one of my favorites right now. See if this looks right. It is the right color. So I was using brush corduroy with vintage photo over the top of it. That was my double inking. Bye, Jen. I'll be doing some more live shows this week. I'll probably do one Wednesday. It's probably pretty close. I may be off a little bit, but you know what? If you notice and you say something, you're rude anyway. So, all right. So then I punched some of these. They all have a little saying in them. So I'll just use a circle punch. Looks like I used a 1 inch. Okay, what does this one say? This one says, live in the moment. We'll do this one down here, dance in the rain. I like that. I'm going to use those two, and then I need to do a black circle. Scrap piece. That is going to be a little bit larger. So that was an inch, so I need the 1.25 inches. Got it. Okay, I did 2.25 inches, so I'm going to need a total of 4 of these so that I sandwich the tag in between them. I mean, and this can be, this kind of little tab thing can be done out of any paper. It doesn't have to be, it's just cute that it's these little library drawer things with sayings on them. So we're going to, I guess I only needed 2 because I'm only making 1 tab. But I need 2 circles, not 4. Okay, so those are 1 inch circles and an 1.25 inch circle for the black. So then I'm going to attach one side. So it's like so. Whoops, a little too high. And then on the back side, do the other one. I'm lining them up. So what time? Oh, good grief. Is it really? What time is it? Oh, it's really 6? Oh, shoot. I got a late start, so we're going to have to wrap this up. I'll keep working on this one. I think we'll do another show on Wednesday. Is this time good for everybody, or is mornings better? I think I like it better. I kind of like it down there. Kind of center it on that. Like so? Yeah, I think so. Okay. I'll squeeze a little glue in there. Yeah, the afternoon is better for me personally, so if this works, we're going to keep it at this evening. Late afternoon, evening time. I know it's better time-wise probably for the East Coast. I don't know how it's impacting the Australia ladies. But I just got a late start because of having technical and operator difficulties. So there's the little tab. Then on the tag, I'll put something else more on the back. But so you can put a photo here, because you don't have to mat the entire thing with pattern paper. You can just have an accent of it, because by the time you take, a 4x6 photo and put that on there, it takes up all the black. So why cover our pattern paper? So if you just have that next like that, that'll work great. And I'll do something on the back as well. I might do it coming down like one side, so maybe it's, this one would be vertical and this one could be a horizontal 4x6. So then this is a single flap, but by attaching my pattern paper, and this blue fern stuff is really heavyweight paper, so it works very well to do this. So that'll just slip right in there. So there, the flap's done. So we'll need to work on more of it in the next class. So I think we'll keep working on this one probably on Wednesday. I don't want to flip around too much and confuse people too much. So yeah, so we'll do it. We'll start at 4 Pacific time on Wednesday again. And we might do, I don't know if we'll do something on Friday or Saturday or something, but depends on what else I have that I'm trying to get worked on and stuff. But I just like having some time for people to gather together to be able to just kind of let go of the world a little bit. So, all right, so I'm going to set this aside. Really quick before I let you go, I want to show you what I've got going on for the album that I'm doing in Calgary. For those of you who might be able to join me for that one. I showed you the blank book. I'm just saying, where's the ton these days? I'm doing the cover then for it tonight. And this one's part of my photo journal series. So this is going to have a wrap around it that'll hold it. And it kind of just rolls. It rolls up a bit inside. And that's the upside down. So inside here, this ties. I'm going to add some beads or something to the ends of these ribbons. So this flips and flips, and these flip up and these flip up. I still have to put the paper on the inside. So that then ties. I don't have the full complete name on this one yet, but it is part of the photo journal series. And then this opens up. So if you've taken, actually, I'm folding that over to just get out of the way. So, all right. It kind of opens up long. So at this end, these are going to be little journals. And so they're going to have, these are little signatures. And so they're going to have papers inside you can either put photos or journal on. But so these are going to be little journals. So this is just the cover. This one fits into this pocket. It's kind of accordionized. And then inside here, another one of these little journals. Oh, I punched a hole in it. When did I do that? Why did I do that? How did I get a hole in there? Well, I punched it, obviously. Huh. That's weird. I wonder when I did that. Because I punched a hole in this too. I'll have to reprint that. And I don't know why. And it's centered, so it's obvious I did a hole there for a reason. I just don't really remember why. Huh. Okay. So then I've got this little guy here. And these are 2 little coin envelopes that they're going to have little tags that go, but they're just stacked. And they are actually, this could actually slip behind it. So they're glued to the back side of the pocket. So that'll be able to slip behind it. And then these tie. I'm into doing closures, as you can tell. Someday I should just do a whole series of just the closures. So then this is a little tag that's just tucks down inside of there. Now this has a pocket here. And then 2 little tags that fit inside. And then this is just got a tie on each side to split. This is a large gold, one of the gold envelopes for mailing envelopes. And so then this has tags that fit inside. Any tabs on them still. So they have a little flap on them. So they slip down inside, and it's tied here to split this into 2 pockets rather than one massive pocket. And then the flap slips under this belly band to hold it down. But they will have little tabs on them, so I can pull that out. This is a combination. I used, I had it in my head, what papers. This is 2 papers. This is the most recent fairy paper, and then this is the paper that I used on In Suspense. So it's like Fairy Garden, and then the most recent one that I just did around Christmas time. I'll have to look it up as to which 2 fairy papers it is. So, so then these are some just these are what I'm calling stacked signatures. So it's got stacked sections. So this is the center section with my stack the deck. So these are like envelopes. So you can see the 2 sides of it. This is 2 envelopes. And then this is the large envelope on each side. So these I'm calling stacked signatures. So then those got the envelopes, and then this has got a flap and it's got a pocket, and then on the back side it's a flap, and then here's another one of my little signature journal things that can go inside. Oh, this was also an envelope, and then I've just reinforced the flap. So this was an envelope attaching to this center section. So then this has this little coin envelope. And see, these little bits and pieces are of some, I'm into the washi tape right now. So these got little bits and pieces of washi tape. This is a tuck spot that's going to have, I've got to go through and do my tags as well in here. I keep, she's being so patient with me. I'm spending, I get rolling and then I have to stop for things like, pandemic viruses. So these are envelopes. They're going to also have tags in them. They've got a little belly band, and they each have a little tag with the fairies on it. Then this is the pocket that has also got 2 tags in it. And I'm still going to divide that one up. Then on the back side, this is the flap here. You can see here's the flap from the envelope. So I put it on. So I flipped it this way. So then this is an envelope. So I'll have a tag that goes in there. And then there's place for small tags here. A large area that's got room for a photo. This is a double belly band. So this one's all the way through. And then these are each halfway and halfway. So that's one stacked signature, and then these are just kind of the back parts of it. So then this slides down, and this is the next stacked signature, and this is a pocket tuck spot, another that I'm going to have the signatures in, and then this has got a pocket, and there's a pocket, and then there's a pocket back behind there. So the little tabs help to define where the pockets are. So this one's tall, and there, and then this one goes up there. So then this is an envelope, and this is, so again, this is a stacked signature, so this has, this black is the main thing that's stacked, and then this has an envelope attached onto it. So then the next stack up is this size, a 6.5 by 9.5 golden envelope. And then, so this has a pocket on this side, and then this is a flap made out of another envelope, which then has pocket inside, and it's a pocket on this side. So that works like so. This is a pocket right here, and I just cut around these leaves so it kind of covered over it. So that's a pocket on, this is a flat piece that has been added to the back part. So then this has 2 coin envelopes in 2 sizes that cascade, as well as a pocket back behind there. And then on the flip side of this piece, which was split down the middle, here I've taken an envelope and it folds around. So it creates a pocket on each side. Actually, it's a double pocket on each side. And then here's the other half of that 6.5 by 9.5. So that's a pocket, and then I like to flip the flap to the back side. So then, and this is kind of where I was at. I'm going to be putting something else on the back side of that. And then we've got this guy here, and I just kind of left her plain, and that's where I'm at. This is, I'm going to be going on this side with this little policy envelope that's going to go here at the bottom to form a pocket, and it'll have a pocket. Then it's got these 2 tuck spots here and a large pocket here, and then we're back to that front again. So it's got this inside of the covers, these 3, there's 4 insides to the cover. So, and then they've got these 2 stacked signatures, and then this pocket, and so it just kind of all rolls and flaps together, and then this will tie closed. And it's going to have multiple sizes, at least 2, possibly 3 sizes, because I have one that's this tall but narrower, and one that's narrower and shorter. So, and I showed you those before. So, I'll have to look up what paper collections. I know one of them, I think, is Fairy Garden. And then the more recent one. Let me look real quick, because otherwise I'll forget to tell you guys something. Let me super fast. I have my mouse pad is underneath my speaker, so it's a bit of a challenge to move the mouse around when I have a blab. Garden Gathering, that's one of them. That's it. Thank you. Now the voice is on. Who will find it first? Christine, you're always good at this. So it's Garden Gathering and Garden Gatherings and I think it's very nice. Yes, it's very light. So it's yeah. So Garden Gatherings is this one right here. That's the one that's more recent, and then Fairy Lights is the other one that's got a little bit brighter colors. So this is Fairy Lights and Garden Gatherings. What did I do Garden Gatherings for? I don't remember which project that one was going to be. Fairy Lights is the one that I used on. Fairy Lights was the one I used on In Suspense 2, the fairy version, and Garden Gatherings. What did I do it for? See, I got too many things going on at once that I can't remember. But anyway, so it's those 2 paper collections. that are in this one. So it's because she has her list. She has this incredible list that's amazing and impressive, and I'm ever so grateful for her doing. So, but this is one that I will be teaching. We will be assembling the book in class in Calgary, and then people can choose whatever papers they want to use on it, because I'm going to do this also out of some commercial papers as samples. So I'm still working. Oh yeah, that's the Garden Gathering is supposed to be a paper that I'm using on one of the photojournals too. The previous photojournals. So, but this is part of the photojournal series where it's got the signatures and stuff. So, anyway, so that's coming up in June. Cross your fingers. Yes, you may, Teresa, ask away on the I'm afraid to switch cameras about printing. So I'm going to try switching cameras. So let's see how this works. All right, how are we for sound? Now that I switched. Is sound good or sound not there? Do you not hear me talking? Okay. Sound is on. Okay, now I know what I need to click now. Okay, good. Okay. Good on sound on camera, and I'm like, got a ring light right in my face. You have an Epson 3700. Okay, I'm not familiar with that. I have an Epson 2750 Echo printer. Awesome. I love the Echo printers because you use the large tanks of ink, and I've printed so much, and I've literally just filled the ink like a month ago. I'm over a year, and I print a lot. And the ink bottles cost about the same as cartridges that used to last me like a week or two. So, what paper would you suggest? I basically use cardstock, index weight cardstock. Sometimes I'll use a lighter weight. An index weight is, and I use Ninar typically. Oh, what's it called? Starts with an N. N-E-E. You can get it off of Amazon. I do know Amazon has it. So I use the 110-pound index weight, but sometimes I will also use the 65-pound weight if I don't want it quite such a heavy weight. And I use it's a bright white with a smooth texture to it. I also have used just the basic white cardstock from Michaels, and that works great as well. And that's what I print on. Neenah, that's it. Neenah. Neenah, N-E-E-N-A-H is typically the brand that I get. But like I said, I've also used the Michaels, that you now can buy them in packs of like 100. But I don't use the heavy weight, because that one's really heavy. Their heavyweight stuff is really heavy. So I just use the regular cardstock weight for Michaels. And I've also used the stuff from Hobby Lobby. And it's worked fine, and I've gotten the great color on it as well. But 110-pound index weight. But your color should come out the same as mine if you're on the Epson printer. So and I love this Epson. I've had HPs and been happy with those. I know a lot of people aren't. And I've had several Epsons, and I've been loving the Epson. I wore one out completely, and then I got this one with the Echo tanks, and I will never buy another one that doesn't have Echo tanks again, because it's been an amazing cost savings for printing. Because every collection of papers I put out, every paper in there is printed at least twice, sometimes 3 times, and there's usually at least a half a dozen sheets that have been printed multiple times that don't make the cut to be in the collection. So I print a lot. And the Echo Tank has been amazing. And for those who don't know what the Echo Tank is, it's the printer has tanks in it that you fill with ink bottles, and the ink bottles are, 4 or 5 inches tall. And I went over a year, about a year and 2 months before I had to fill it with all of that printing that I did. So it's pretty amazing. Yeah, that heavy Michaels stuff, the heavyweight Michaels cardstock is almost the weight of lightweight chipboard. It's that heavy. I've used the black super heavyweight from them kind of in place of lightweight chipboard at times. So it's heavy stuff. So anyway, well, hopefully this has allowed you some distraction. Now that I have to go down and cook, I better be getting done. I thought, I'll just do for hour and a half, but it took me almost an hour just to get in. So, but I hope it's been a bit of a distraction for at least some of you today, to be able to just kind of get together with friends, now that we can't breathe on each other. So, anyway, like I said, at this point, I'm planning on Wednesday, but right now, life is day by day, hour by hour. So, hopefully we can be back on Wednesday and kind of take a load off from the world for a few minutes. So, so I greatly appreciate all of you coming and joining me today, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you also to Joy, and I know Lois left, but thank you also to Joy, and I know Christine, you've been helping out a lot as well, and I greatly appreciate that. So everybody have an awesome evening. Stay safe, wash your hands, and take care of those you love. Love you all so much, and I so appreciate you all. So peace out. Love you bunches. Bye for now.